Hello YouTube, so Happy New Year. I'm actually posting the first video for this year, and I thought that this was a perfect time to actually do this video because I know everybody is doing their New Year's resolutions and all of that. So this is one thing that I actually wanted to do because it had been irking me all of last year, let me tell you. Sorry about the heater coming on in the background, but we're just going to keep shooting anyway. So what this topic is actually about has to do with yoga. Now, the whole reason I'm bringing this up is because I have quite a few friends that are on Facebook of all different types. They're religious, non-religious, all of this different stuff. I don't discriminate. But there was a post that came up quite a few times, probably other than just last year, having to do with yoga. Now, this is what the post had said, and I'll just sum it up for you. So this was posted by somebody that is basically a pastor to a church, and they were sharing a blog on why they believed that Christians should not participate in yoga, saying that it is demonic, that it is worshiping Hindu gods or something of that sort. Mind you, this is not the first time I have heard that. I also had a friend that said his mother used to do yoga and it was actually benefiting her. And then she went to actually stop it due to the fact that she mentioned it to church, said that she does yoga, and they said, oh no, that's demonic, don't do it. So she stopped doing it. Usually the reason that they try to support this, to say why it's wrong, is there's actually a verse in the Bible that says that the devil will come to you as an angel of light. So I practice yoga. I know quite a few benefits of it, but that's not what we're here to focus on. We're here to focus on what else is actually pagan that these people are claiming is demonic about yoga, that when actually, if you really want to get down to it, there's a lot of things in our lives, if you're a Christian, that are demonic. So this is actually what the topic is about today. So let's get right into it. So we're going to start with birthday candles. Birthday candles are actually pagan. Those of you, if you're anywhere familiar with witchcraft or ritual work or anything, whatever you may want to call it, this is actually candle magic. At one point that they would put candles on cakes when you blow out to make a wish because you believe that the fire would carry your prayer or your wish to the God. So that's pagan. Secondly, Christmas. Christmas is actually pagan. Now, there's quite a few things that actually popped up, but there was one that I watched in a video years back. The Christmas tree actually was adopted by, I can't name the place, so excuse me on this. I'm going to reference the site that I use for a lot of these. But when she married her husband, he was from somewhere else, and they worship trees. So to make him feel more at home, they actually brought the trees into Christmas tradition in order to make him more comfortable in where he lived. So we're talking about Christmas. Easter is also another one that I can't focus too much on. Didn't do too much research on it before I did this video. But Easter actually had to do a lot with the fertility god Ishtar, if I'm not mistaken. And that's why there's like Easter eggs that's usually always incorporated for Easter. But at the same time, these are two holidays that are very much practiced within the church, even though they came from things that were, you know, pagan, so to speak, as much as they tried to say that yoga is demonic. Another one that's actually pagan, or had pagan, like originated from something pagan, so to speak, was Valentine's Day. Now, of course, true enough, this isn't so much practiced in the church. However, there are still people that I know that consider themselves Christian, and then they buy their loved ones Valentine's Day gifts. So Valentine's Day, I have heard a story about somebody that actually like died or something that day, and his name was Valentine or something like that. But actually in ancient Rome used to practice it, and they believed that it was about a god of fertility that would actually help with crops, livestock, and this god was also over wolves. So there were actually priests that were actually make sacrifices of goats and a dog for protection so that the wolves would not attack them nor their livestock. Then there was February 14th, and that was considered sacred to the god Juno. for the goddess of love. Now, this, I think, more so actually connects to Valentine's Day a lot more. And this has to do with women in marriage is what this particular god was over. So what would usually happen is teenage girls would actually take their names, put them on what they call billets, so like a small piece of paper, and put it in a container, and then teenage boys would actually get a random pick, and they would actually participate in erotic games and at like festivals and feasts and things of that nature. And they would actually stay sexual partners throughout the rest of that year. That's Valentine's Day. Another one that actually can be considered pagan would be the tooth fairy. I've known plenty of actual Christians that participate on with the tooth fairy with their children. So there's quite a few that actually popped up for this one. I saw one that said that originated from believing that there was like actually witches that would take the children's teeth and do work with them. I don't know if they were like necessarily cursed or anything like that, so they would believe in burying it. There's another one that says that it came full circle in America due to Disney's, they had a children's book that was about it, and a lot more people participated in it. Vikings are also another one that popped up that said that they would actually carry the tooth for good luck in battle. Another one that I want to focus on, because this actually comes back to having to do a lot more with yoga. In Christian faith or anything, you know, they always, your prayer hands, that's actually considered a mudra. So these are actually some of the things that actually show up when you're doing yoga. So in yoga, this is actually having to do with honoring yourself for your practice or honoring the higher self. But we also do this in prayer. Now, I have read before that this also represents open heart to open information, to receiving information. That's another one. So that's actually something that if you really want to get down to it, that can actually connect to yoga. Another one that's actually considered pagan is wedding rings. There was actually a belief that in your hand at one point in the ring finger, it was believed that there was an artery that connected directly to the heart, and that's why that would be put here. And what else do we have? Technically, if you want to get down to it, the crucifix is also pagan. The only reason it was adopted by Christian faith is due to the fact that Jesus died on it. Let's see what else I have, y'all. Okay. And birthdays overall was actually for a while actually considered a pagan ritual by the Christian faith for many years. And I think it's having to do with, at the time they would have to go according to astrology in order to figure out when your birthday was and things like that, and they were against that. So I'm speaking about this. I'm talking about this due to the fact that people are always ready to say something that they don't understand is actually demonic. But there's a lot of things in life that you don't understand and you don't know where it came from, and you still celebrate it, you know? And I just want people to be aware of that, because I want you to realize, I've said before in plenty of my videos, when it comes to intention, that's really the main thing that matters with a lot of this. And if you're really afraid of it, research it yourself. I hate when people tell other people, oh, that's demonic, or that's bad, you shouldn't do it. And then you're just like, oh, well, they said I shouldn't do it and it's against God, so I shouldn't. But did you research it any of you, like by yourself, to find that out? I mean, I got hella books in here that I actually go according to. Before I finalize anything, I ask God about it, I pray about it, I meditate about it. Whatever it is the case that you need to do, that's what you need to do in order to understand this. But I'm bringing this up at the beginning of this new year because I know there's some people that probably had that on their agenda to do, and they might have mentioned it to somebody and they said it's demonic. But the thing is that yoga has overall helped me. It helps you to work out physically, and it actually helps you spiritually, you know, and mentally. This is something that'll actually really help you relieve anxiety and depression and things of that nature. And it's actually been scientifically proven to actually show that it betters your body. So if you don't know about it and you're unsure about it, please research it. Don't just give up on it, because this could be something that could potentially help you grow into a better person. But do your research on things. I mean, books for days. Just read, figure things out for yourself, ask God about it. But don't just automatically say because you don't understand something it's demonic. Before I actually end this video, I want to thank everybody that has recently subscribed. We're actually at 105 subscribers. And I'm really thankful that I'm able to help you guys, and thankful that you guys actually enjoy listening to me, I guess, because you're still here. And if you haven't already, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, like the video. That definitely helps me out, and I will talk to you guys later.